Today, we begin a thrilling journey through the life of one of history's most controversial figures, Adolf Hitler. Love him or hate him, his story is packed with dreams, failures, ambition, and power. From a small boy with big dreams to a man who changed the world forever, this is the story of Adolf Hitler, like you've never heard before. Are you ready? Grab your headphones, sit back, and let's dive into this incredible tale that will improve your English and keep you hooked till the very end. It all began on April 20th, 1889, in a small Austrian town called Braunau am Inn. A baby boy was born to Alois and Clara Hitler. They named him Adolf. No one could have imagined that this little boy would grow up to shake the world. As a child, Adolf wasn't extraordinary. He loved playing outside, drawing pictures, and imagining a bright future. But life was far from perfect. His father, Alois, was very strict. He wanted Adolf to study hard and become a government worker like him. But Adolf had a different dream. I want to be an artist, he would tell his mother, Clara. She loved him deeply and supported his dream, but she couldn't change Alois's mind. Adolf's childhood was filled with arguments. His father would yell, "Art is not a real job," and Adolf would stay silent, hiding his tears. When he was 13, his father died suddenly. Some thought Adolf would feel free, but losing his father left a hole in his heart. Adolf began skipping school. Once a good student, he now stopped caring. Teachers said, "Adolf is smart, but he is lazy." All he wanted to do was draw. After finishing school, Adolf moved to Vienna, Austria's capital. "This is the city of art. I will become a famous painter here," he thought. He applied to the Academy of Fine Arts, but when the results came, his heart broke. He didn't get in. The school said, "Your work is not good enough." Adolf felt humiliated, but decided to try again. The next year, the school rejected him once again. Devastated and without a job, his life became tough. He lived in small, dirty rooms and sometimes even slept on the streets. To survive, he painted postcards and sold them to tourists for a little money. Why is life so unfair? He often thought. During this time, his mother passed away. Alone and angry, he began blaming others for his failures. "It's not my fault," he would say. In 1914, everything changed. World War I began, and Adolf saw a chance to make his life meaningful. He joined the German army and loved being a soldier. "Finally, I am part of something big," he thought. Adolf was brave and carried messages across dangerous battlefields. He earned 2 medals for his courage. But in 1918, Germany lost the war. Adolf was furious. "Our leaders betrayed us," he shouted. He believed Germany needed someone strong to bring it back to power. After the war, Adolf returned to Germany. The country was in chaos. People were poor, hungry, and angry about the war's end. Adolf saw this as his chance. He joined a small political group called the German Workers' Party. Adolf was a powerful speaker. When he spoke, people listened. His words were full of anger, passion, and promises. "Germany will rise again," he said. More and more people started following him. Adolf renamed the group the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or Nazi Party. He designed their symbol, a red flag with a black swastika. "This will be the most powerful symbol in the world," he declared. His speeches became famous. Thousands came to hear him. People believed in his dream of a strong Germany, but Adolf's ideas were dangerous. He blamed certain groups for Germany's problems and wanted a Germany only for Germans. After World War I, Germany had to pay a lot of money to other countries. Jobs were scarce, food was expensive, and many families were hungry. Germans were angry and sad. Adolf used this pain to his advantage. "It's not your fault. I know who to blame," he said. His words gave hope to some, but created anger toward others. In 1923, Adolf tried to take over the government by force in an event called the Beer Hall Putsch. It failed, and he was sent to jail for 9 months. While in jail, he wrote a book called Mein Kampf, My Struggle. In it, he shared his ideas. He wrote that Germany needed to be powerful again and that certain groups were the enemy. The book became popular, and many Germans began to believe in his ideas. After leaving jail, Adolf worked even harder. The Nazi Party grew stronger. By 1933, Adolf Hitler became Chancellor of Germany, the country's top leader. This was the beginning of a new chapter. He promised jobs, a strong military, and a bright future. People trusted him, but didn't know his dangerous plans. As Chancellor, Adolf made many changes. He built roads, factories, and schools. Jobs increased, and Germany seemed strong again. People said, "Hitler is a hero." But behind this success, Adolf had dark plans. He controlled newspapers, radios, and schools. "You must believe in Adolf Hitler," people were told. Those who disagreed were punished or sent to prison. Adolf created a powerful army called the SS and a youth group called the Hitler Youth. They spread Nazi ideas across Germany. The swastika flag became a symbol of Adolf's power. In 1939, Adolf made a bold move. He ordered his army to invade Poland, starting World War II. His dream was to take over Europe and make Germany the most powerful country. At first, his army won many battles, but as the war continued, things began to go wrong. Adolf had made too many enemies. While the war raged on, Adolf committed horrible acts. He wanted to remove Jewish people and others who didn't fit his vision of Germany. This led to the Holocaust, one of history's darkest chapters. Millions of innocent lives were lost. By 1944, Germany was losing the war. Adolf's enemies, like the United States, the Soviet Union, and Britain, were too strong. German cities were bombed, and people lost faith in him. "Why did we follow him?" many asked. Adolf became paranoid and hid in his bunker. In April 1945, the Soviet army surrounded Berlin. Adolf refused to surrender. On April the 29th, he married his longtime companion, Eva Braun, in the bunker. The next day, Adolf and Eva took their own lives. He was 56 years old. After his death, Germany surrendered on May 8, 1945. The war in Europe was over, but the damage was immense. Adolf's dream of making Germany powerful had brought destruction and sorrow. Millions of lives were lost. Today, Adolf Hitler's name is a reminder of the dangers of hatred, unchecked ambition, and misuse of power. His story teaches us that every decision we make shapes our future. It reminds us to choose kindness, compassion, and unity. Hate and division tear people apart, but love and understanding can build a better world. Thank you for listening to this story of Adolf Hitler, a tale of dreams, power, and tragedy. History is not just about the past, it teaches us how to create a better future. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.